Hello everyone. Welcome to this session on squares and square roots. So this is not a random topic on which I am making the video. So actually today evening when I came back to room from my classes, so my nephew called me and asked that Mamu, can you explain what is a square and square roots, because currently this chapter is going in our school. So I try to explain him on call, and I gave examples also, but I don't think so he did understand it clearly. Why? Because after some time then he started sending the voice messages that with his doubts. So I thought, okay, let him clarify with my video, and let me show the concept of squares and square roots with the examples so that he can understand. So this video is not only for him, and he is in the sixth standard. It is not only for him, so this is a video for everyone who wanted to understand the concept of squares and square roots, especially the students who are in the class 6th, 7, 8 onwards. Okay. So here I have few questions to make you understand with the example. Okay. So before that, let me clarify what is a square and square roots. So here to understand it, let's take one number. Suppose I am taking a simple number 1. If I multiply this number 1 with 1 again, so I am getting a number 1 again, but that we can write it as a 1 square, right? We know this notation, right? And similarly, you take another number 2. If I multiply this number with 2 again, I am getting 4, right? So this 4 is written as 2 power 2. Similarly, you take another number 3 and multiply with the same, then you would get 9, and this 9 can be written as 3 power 2, right? So now here if you see, we have taken a number n and then we multiplied with the same, then we are getting another number, that is n square, right? So this number n square is called square of number n. Clear? So therefore in this case, this 4 is the square. So let me write it down here clearly. 4 is the square of 2, right? And similarly 9 is the square of 3. Clear? And similarly 1 is the square of 1. So like that you can take any number, you multiply with the same number, then you are getting a different number. So that different number is called a square number. For example, I am taking more examples. 5 into 5. So how much you are getting? 25. So therefore I can say that 25 is the square of 5. Similarly, 6 into 6 is equal to 36, right? So 36 is the square of 6. And so on and so on. You can take square of any number. Okay. So as simple as that. So let me write it, let me put it in words. So the number obtained, how it will be obtained? So the number obtained by multiplying, or by taking the product, by multiplying the number with itself. Is that clear? So that is the definition of square number. Clear? So here, see, you can, as I said, you simply multiply the number with the same number to get the square number, right? So here if we have a bigger number, suppose let's say 25. Now if I want to find what is the square of 25, how can I find? I just need to multiply the same number. So therefore if you multiply 25 into 25, then you would be getting 625. So therefore the square of 25 is 625. Clear? Suppose if I ask you what is the square of let's say 14. Okay, so if I want to find the square of 14, what I need to do? You just take the given number 14 and simply multiply with the same number. So then you would be getting a number 196. So therefore 196 is the square of 14. So that is the way we can find the square of any number. Clear? So in general, so when you are in the standard 6th, 7th, 8th, so you would be learning many ways to find the square number, right? So the question is like, if you see here in the first question, what is the first question? Find the square of the following numbers without actual multiplication. So I want to find the square of 39 and 42. So let me show you here till here what we have done, we did with the actual multiplication, right? So I want to find the 14, the square of 14. So what I have done, I simply taken the 14 and I multiplied with the 14. So this is the actual multiplication, right? So this method is called actual multiplication, right? But we can find, so there are various methods are there, right? So based on that, so here let's say let us take the number here 39. Okay, so I want to find the square of this 39. So as simple as that, one way is you just take the multiplication of 39 into 39, right? So if I multiply with the same number, then you would be getting 1521, right? So this is the square of, in single line you can tell the answer. But there is another way. So I want to find the square of 39. So what I will do, I can write this number as the sum of 30 plus 9, right? So I mean to say, when I'm saying the finding the square means I want to find this 39 power 2. That is the meaning of square, right? So when I have written already 39 as a 30 plus 9, so the square will be for both, right? So now we know the formula, right? So a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? So if you do not remember this formula, it is fine, no issue. But we learned, right, how to multiply a plus b into a plus b, right? So we learn these the properties, right? So what we do, this number is multiplied with this number, so that means a is multiplied with a plus b, and then the second number plus b is multiplied with a plus b. So these are the properties we already learned, right? So we use the same concept. If you don't remember the formula, that is fine. So similarly here also I'm going to use that only. So 30 plus 9 is multiplied with 30 plus 9. Okay, so here first multiply with 30, then multiply with 9. Okay, so let me multiply. So let me write one more step so that you will understand. So 30, so I should multiply this 30 with this whole, right? So 30 plus 9, and there is a plus sign in the middle, so therefore plus, then you take 9, then again multiply with the 30 plus 9. So this is a step. Now it is a very simple, right? Again, so you open the bracket. When you open the bracket, what will happen? This 30 into 30, 30 into 30 plus 30 into 9, right? So that is done. And then second, this one, 9 into 30, so these two numbers, plus 9 into 9, right? So 9 into 9. So now if you simplify further, 30 into 30, how much? 900. 30 into 9, 270, right? 9 into 3, so 270, plus 9 into 9, 81. So if you add these all these numbers, right? So 900 plus 270 plus 270 and then 81. So if you add all these numbers, right? So you would be getting 2, right? So 1521. Clear? Clear? So this is the way we can find the square of any number if you don't use the actual multiplication. Clear? But in general, whenever if you want to find the square of number, you just simply multiply with the same number. So that's how you will get the square of a number. Clear? Now we will move to the second question. So then we have one more, square root. Clear? So here let me explain you what is the meaning of square root. Okay. So to find the square root. Okay. So generally we use the symbol. This is the symbol we use, square root, and then we write the number here. By default here 2 will be there, right? So it shows that square root. Even if it is not written, simply if you have this symbol, that means they are asking to find the square root of n. So that is the meaning of this symbol. Even if the symbol is not mentioned here, you should assume that the number 2 is there already. Okay. So this is the way. This is the symbol for the square root. Okay. But how you will find? Now again come back to the discussion we had. Okay, so what is the discussion we had? So here you take a number, then multiply with the same number, then you are getting a number 4, right? So when you are going from this to this, we are saying square. Clear? Now I have already this number 4, let's say. Now if I want to know to which number I should take such that I can multiply with the same number, then I would be getting this number 4. So that is called a square root, the other direction. Okay. So therefore that is written as square root of 4. Is that clear? So there are many ways. So therefore here square root of 4 means, what is the definition I have given? What is the number? What is the number? So here this number can be single digit or multiple digits. Okay. So based on the given number here. Okay. So what is the number? What is the number? Uh, what is the number with which the same number is multiplied? The same number is multiplied to get this. To get this. Clear? Now you tell me what is the number I should take, such that you take a number and then you multiply the same number to get 4. So obviously, right? So 2, right? So therefore I can say that square root of 4 is 2. Why? Because the number is 2, with which if I multiply with the 2 with the 2, I am getting this number 4, right? So therefore that is how we will define the square root. So there are many ways to find the square root. So the most frequent and the most general way of finding the square root of any number is prime factorization. So this is the method we use generally. So this is also very convenient and easy method to tell to the students so that they can understand it very clearly. So it is as simple as that. What is in this step, what we need to do, you express. So the steps we follow in this method is express the given number. Express the given number as product of prime factors. So I am assuming that you know what is the prime number, right? So even if you don't know, okay, let me take some time to explain what is the prime number. So the prime number is nothing but it has only two factors. So you take any number. If you are saying this any number is a prime number, so how we can say it has only two factors? So what are those two factors? One is the number itself, and a 1. So these are all the two factors. You take any number, if that number is having only two factors, one is the number itself and 1, so that particular number is said to be prime number, right? So therefore here let's take a 2. So what are the factors of 2? 2 and 1. You take a number 3. What are the factors of 3? 3 and 1. So let's take 5. So what are the factors of 5? 5 and 1, right? So therefore 2 and 3 and 5 are numbers are said to be prime numbers. But here you can say that sir 1 is also having the same factors, 1 and 1, right? So but here you can see these two factors are same. So these two factors shouldn't be the same. They should be different, but they should have only two factors. So that's why the number 1 is not a prime number. Okay, not a prime number. Not a prime number. Clear? So that you should keep it in mind. Clear? And now you say let's take 4. So 4, is it prime number? No, right? Why it is not a prime number? Let's write the factors. 4 is the factor because the number itself is a factor of every number. Then by default 1 will be the factor of every number. Then it will come in 2 table also, therefore 2 is also the factor. Now you can see here how many factors are there. So there are total 3 factors, right? But we need only 2 factors to decide that a particular number is a prime number. So therefore 4 is not a prime number. So that is the way we can determine the given number is a prime number or not. Clear? So I am expecting and I am assuming that at least you have this basic understanding of numbers, like what is a prime number, what is even number, odd number, etc. Okay. So now coming back to our discussion, how to find. So now you know what is a square number, right? And then you know what is a square root. Clear? Now the thing is that, and you know how to find the square number also. Clear? So now the next task is how to find the square root. Square Okay, so sorry. So let me write down here square root. Clear? So this is the question. So as I said, we are going to use the method of prime factorization. Okay, so let me take the examples from here only so that it will be easy for us to uh, okay. Okay, so because it will be easy for us to understand every time I scrolling up and scrolling down, so it will create confusion. So let me bring the question, the all the questions down so that it will be easy for us to understand the question also. Clear? Okay, so we are done with the first question, right? So now the second question. What is the second question? Find the square root of 6400. Okay, so let us take the number 6400. Okay, so this is the question number 2. So I want to find the square root of 6400. What is the definition of square root? You take a number with which the same number is multiplied to get the 6400. We want to find that number, right? So as I said, we are going to use the prime factorization method. So in the prime factorization method, what we do, we write the given number. So the given number is a 6400. Then we start writing this number. So you know, right, this way of representing the number when you are finding the LCM, right? So here we always start with the 2. Always remember, regardless of the size of the number, whether it is a smaller number, it is having a single digit, or it is a bigger number, it doesn't matter. Always start with the prime number 2. Okay, so in 2 table, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, and 0. Clear? Again it will go in 2 table, so 2 table again, 2 1s are 2, so 1 left here, 2 6 are 12, 0. Again 2 table, 2 8s are 16, 0 0, and 2 4s are 2 2s are 2 1s are. Clear? So 2 5s are 10, 2 25s are. So now this 25 will not come in 2 table, right? So the next prime number you need to identify. So next prime number is 3. So in 3 table 25 will come? No. Right. So next prime number 5. So at least you should remember the first 10 prime numbers. What are the first 10 prime numbers? 2, 3, 5, 7, right? 11. So at least you should remember these numbers, at least for at least basic understanding. Okay, so here the next prime number is 5, right? So 5 5 is a 25. So we are done, right? So we have written the given number as in terms of all the prime numbers. So let me write down here, 6400 is equal to, right? So basically we are expressing the 64 in terms of these prime numbers, right? So therefore the 64 is equivalent to product of all these numbers, right? So let me write down here. So 2 into, how many 2's are there? Let count, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? So let me count it again because we shouldn't make any mistake. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, done. Now how many 5's are there? There are 2 5's are there. So let me write down here 5 into 5. So now what is the question now? The question is to find the square root of 6400. So let me write down the symbol. So this is the symbol. Square root of 6400. So this is the question. How can I find now? When we, so the first step is, this is the step 1. Express the given number in terms of the prime factors. So after expressing the prime number in terms of the prime numbers, remember, when you are finding the square number, we take the pair. Okay, pair of same numbers. Same numbers. So here the numbers means, I mean to say here the factors, prime factors. Okay. So let me put the pairs. So this is one pair, this is another pair, this is a third, and this is fourth, and this is fifth. For each pair, you take one. So from this pair, I am choosing one, and from this, I am taking two, and from this third pair, I am taking one, and from fourth pair, I am taking two, and fifth pair, I am taking five. So therefore, if you multiply 2 into 2, 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 5 the, right, 80. Clear? So therefore, we can say that this 80 is the square root of 6400. Is that clear? Okay, so to make you more strong, so let me take one more example. Okay, so the third example. So what is the third question? Is 90 a perfect square? Perfect square means the same square root only. Square root. Perfect square means you take a number. See, we can find. Let me make a note here. Okay, so this is a one good example to understand the difference between square root and a perfect square root. For example, square root of 4, I can write 2. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 16 is 4. Right? So these kind of numbers, why? Because 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 4 into 4. So these kind of numbers are perfect square roots. Right? But when you move to higher classes, you would be understanding that we can find the square root of any positive number. Okay, any positive number. That means you can find the square of a decimal number also. Clear? You can find the square root of a fraction also, right? So you can find the square root of 8 also. But here the square root of 8, so here we do not have a perfect square. Perfect square root. Perfect square root. Why? Because there is no number such that if I multiply the same number, I would be getting 8. Is that clear? So that's why this is not a perfect square root. So perfect square root means the same number should be multiplied to get the number. Clear? So here let us check whether 90 is a perfect square or not. Now based on this example, now you would be understanding exactly the difference between the square and the perfect square root. Okay, so what I said, if you want to check whether it is a perfect square or not, or whether how to find the square root, what I said, I said you to write this number in terms of prime factors. So let us start with always 2. 2 4 is a 8, right, and 2 5 is a 10, so 45. Now what is the next prime number in which this 45 will come? So 3 table, right? 3 1s are 3, so 1 left, 15, so 3 5s are. So again it will come in 3 table, 3 5s are 15. Clear? Now you write this number. So let me write 90 as 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. Clear? Now as I said, whenever if you want to find the square root or perfect square root, what we do, we pair, right? So we have only one pair. So we do not have two, right? We have only two. So we do not have a pair for two, and similarly, we do not have pair for five also, right? So therefore, now you can see this two is not having number, not having pair, and similarly, this five is not having pair, right? So therefore, as there are no pairs for 2 and 5, so therefore this number 90 is not a perfect square. Is that clear? Is that clear? Yeah. So that is the way we can determine whether it is a perfect square or not. Okay. So let us move to the question number 4. Is 2352 is a perfect square? That is the first question. If not, find the smallest multiple of 2352 which is a perfect square, and find the square root of the new number. Okay, so the same similar to the question number 3 only, but here in the question number 3 we are only till checking whether it is a perfect square or not. So what is the number here? 2352. So to find the square root or the perfect square, first step is to write the number in terms of the perfect square, the prime factors. Okay, let us start with the 2 always. 2 ones are 2 ones are, right? One left here, 15. 2 sevens are 14, and 2 six are. Clear? Again 2, because if you see the unit digit is 2, you know, right, the division rules. So I am assuming that you know already the division rules, right? When the number is divisible by 2, when the number is divisible by 3, when the number is divisible by 5. So at least I am expecting and I am assuming that you know these rules. Okay. So next is a 2 5s are 10. So 1 left and 17. So 2 8s are 16 and 2 8s are 16. So again it is a even number, so therefore definitely it is a divided by 2. So 2 2s are 4 and 2 9s are 18, right? And 2 4s are 8. Again it is a even number, the unit digit 4, so therefore it will be divided by 2. So 2 1s are clear, and 2 4s are 8, 2 7s are clear. Now you see here, what is the unit digit? 7, right? So therefore this number 147 is not divisible by 2. So therefore we look for the next prime number, not the next number, next prime number. What is the next prime number? 3. Let us see whether it is divided by the 3 or not. It is divisible by 3. Why? So 3 4s are 12, and 2 left, right? 2 and 27. So 3 9s are 27. Now it is again odd number. So will it be divisible by 3? No, right? So then we have 7. Next, 7 sevens are 49. So let me write down this number now. So let me write down here. Okay, 2352 is equal to, so how many 2's are there? 1 2 3 4. So 1 2 3 4, and 1 3 is there. There are two sevens are there. 7 into 7. So now let us pair. So this is one pair, this is another pair, and there is no pair for 3. So we have. Now you tell me, is it a perfect square? How we can identify whether the given number is a perfect square or not? You just check each number is having the pair or not. This is having pair, there is a pair, here also pair, but what about this? This is not having pair. Clear? Not having pair. So therefore the first part is answered. What is that? 2352 is not a perfect square. So the first part is answered. What is the second part? If not, what is the smallest multiple of 2352 such that this number will become a perfect square? Obviously, right? So the perfect square not, then definitely the number should be multiplied with the number without not having the pair. So here, which number is not having pair? So therefore 3, right? So therefore, let me write down here to make you understand. So 2 into 2, 2 into 2, right? So let me write here 3 and here 7 into 7. Now here we have pair, we have pair, we have pair. So the pair number is left out is 3. If I multiply with 3, so definitely I am having pair also, right? So that means here I multiplied with 3 on the right hand side. So that means I should also multiply on the left hand side, right? 2, 3, 5, 2 into 3. Is that clear? So 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 7 into 7. Is that clear? So therefore we can clearly the second part is the smallest number, the smallest multiple. The smallest multiple is 2, 3, 5, 2 into 3. So therefore here the basically this is the number, right? So if I multiply with the 3, then this number will become square root, perfect square root, right? So let me write down. So now the final number. So this is a new number. This is a new number, right? So 3 to the 6, right? 3 5 is a 15, right? So 3 2 is a 6 and 3 5 is a 15. 3 3 is a 9. So 9 plus 1 10. So 3 2 is a 6, 7. So 7056 is the new number, right? 2 3 5 2 into 3. Right? So this is the number. So now what is the next task? Task is to find the square root of this number. So let me write down here square root of 7056. See, here you can see now again you don't need to start here. You don't start again 7052 because I want to find the square root of 7052. So I will start again with the 2 and no, you already done here, right? You already done here. So here already you done already that work. So here look at this step. This how did you get this number 7052? You are getting from this number, and this left hand side is equal to right hand side, right? So right hand side what you have, 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 7 into 7, right? So therefore to find the square root, what I will do, I will make the pairs. From each pair you take one number. So this is 2, here 2, here 3, and here 7. So you just multiply. So 2 into 2 into 3, right, into 7. So how much it will be? 2 2 is a 4, 4 3 is a 8, right? So 2 2 is a 4, 4 3 is a 12, sorry, 12 7 is a 84. Clear? So therefore we can say that the square root of 70, so let me write it down in words. The square root of 7056 is 84. Clear? So that is the way we can find the squares and a square root. Okay. So we have one more question left. Okay. So yeah, so let us solve this question also. So what is the question? Find the smallest number by which 9408 must be divided so that the quotient is a perfect square. Find the square root of that quotient. So let us take the number 9408. Okay, so 9408. So let me write down here 9408. So this question number 5, 9408. So let me check, is it the question, is the number right? So 9408. So okay, so fine, 9408. So what is the first step to write this number in terms of the prime factors, right? So 9408. So let us start with 2. Why? Because it is a even number. If a unit digit is even number, always start with 2. So 2 4s are 8. So 1 left, 14. 2 7s are 0, 2 4. Okay, so again it is a even number. So start with the 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 3s are 6. 2 5s are 2 2s are. So again it is even number. The unit digit. So 2 1s are 2 1s are 2 7s are 2 6. Again 2 5s are 10. 2 8s are 16. 2 8s are 16. Clear? So 2 2s are 4. 2 9s are 2 4s are. So you should be very good at division actually. So when you do more numbers, like when you start practicing division of numbers and knowing the division rules, it would be easy for you to write actually the prime factors. So 2 1s are 2 4s are and 2 7s are, right? So we know, we already did, because now I am getting the practice. I know that this number is immediately divided by 3. Instead of checking which number is which number comes, which number is divisible, when you do more and more practice, it will be easy. So 3 4s are 12 and 3 9s are. So I know immediately, right? I know 49, it will come in 7 table. So that is the practice makes you perfect. Okay, so let me write it down here. The number 9408 is equal to, now how many twos are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and 3 into 7 into 7. So let us find whether it is first, it is a perfect square or not. How we can find? Just pair. Now all the numbers are having pair? No, right? So that is the first question. After the first step is make the pair. Okay. Then second step is check whether all are having pair or not. All are having pair or not. Right? If yes, then it is a perfect square. If no, then it is not. So if no, then not a perfect square. If yes, it is a perfect square. Clear? As simple as that. So now here, is it perfect square? No. Very big no, right? Why? Because 3 is not having pair. Right? So therefore the first is answered. The first part is answered. Now what is the second part? Second part is, what is the smallest number that should be divided? I should do divide with this number in with a number. Okay, let's say n. When I am dividing 9408 with n, so that means I should also divide with this number with the n, right? The same number, because both sides should be balanced. So now you tell me which number I should do divide with particular this 9408 to become this number is a perfect square. Obviously we will divide with a number which is not having pair, right? If I divide with a 3, So then this number is having pair, this number is having pair, this number is also having pair, and this is also having pair. The only number without having pair is 3. If I remove this, then definitely it is a perfect square, right? So therefore you should divide with 3, right? So if you divide in 9408 divide with 3, right? So let me write down here, 9408 divide with 3. Clear? So what is happening here? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 7 into 7, right? So I am dividing with 3. Why I am dividing with 3? Why I have chosen only 3? Because I have a number without having pair, right? So therefore I want to get rid of this 3. So this 3 and 3 will get cancelled out. So here this side is how much? So 3136. Therefore 3136 is same as 2 into 2, 2 into 2, because of these left out numbers. 2 into 2, 7 into 7. So now let us take the pairs. Now look at here. So there is no 3, right? So now let's take a number 2 here, and this is 2, and this is 2, and this is 7, right? So multiply 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 7s are 56. So therefore the square root of 3136. Clear? So this is the way we can find the square and square roots. Okay, so there are many ways. I just done with only basics, right? So the formal, at least you should know these methods. Okay, so that's all for this session. Okay, so thank you, and please subscribe. I would request you to subscribe to my channel. Okay, so and also like and comment. Okay, so thank you.